helping the three-time champions on their way. They've got a penalty try and one from Cian Healy as well. And Northampton only lead Castres by 3 points to 0. But in truth, it's been the French side who played more of the rugby. Remy Grosso has had a try chalked off. But unfortunately, Northampton haven't really found their A game yet. Just a Stephen Myler penalty to show for their effort. So as it stands, Northampton have moved into 8th place, but obviously a lot more rugby still to come this weekend. And Leinster, if they hold on to win here, will hold a home quarter-final. But as we said, there are still a lot of teams that can pinch that off them. Sarries, the Cardiff Blues and Edinburgh will be heading into the Amlin. As we said, Leinster are in front. They're doing what they need to do, but they haven't exactly roared into the first half, have
No, they haven't. And I think what we're seeing with both this game and the game of Franklin's Gardens is maybe the product of a 5-day turnaround as well. The sharpness isn't quite there at the moment, and it's been reflected in the way the game is. A lot of ball down. You'd imagine that playing into the game, we'll see a better rugby in the second half.
And they have been helped, Leinster, by this.
Yeah, well, moment of madness. You have a look at this. You know, there's feet flying everywhere, and McCarthy's on the floor, but we see Ian Evans. He has a couple of goals, 2 or 3 goals with the right foot, and you know, Roman Park went to the TMO, and rightly so. There was a nasty gash to the head of McCarthy, and he got red carded, and on that evidence, you can't argue against it.
Reckless at best. Just very quickly to say, if found guilty, the recommended sanctions, lower end is 2 weeks, mid-range is 5, and top end is 12. So I mean, that could have a Six Nations.
It really could, but I think it's indicative of sort of the malaise that's around the Ospreys at the moment. Like, leave aside the possibility of an injury to the player on the ground, but like, when you do that, when you're that reckless with your boot, when you start throwing shoes around, there's always the opportunity that you're going to hit somebody, even if you don't mean it, and then there's a good chance you're going to get a yellow, or in this case, you get a red. Yeah. Whether he was looking down or where he wasn't, they're going to deal with that off the field. But it's too much of a risk against a team that you could go down to 14 men, and that's what's happened here.
Yeah. They're going to the hearing next week. Your Honour, I will put in front of you Horwell v Alwyn Jones in the summer. Nothing done. Move on.
I wonder if James Horwell's lawyer is free. I wonder if he can get on a plane as well. Anyway, that's obviously a moot point. Let's have a look at the penalty try. And I suppose it's taken Leinster a while to work out. They've had scrum supremacy, but it's taken a while, really, for them to grab this by the scruff of the neck.
It is, and this is going to be disappointing for the Ospreys as well. We spoke before the game that, that it's their forward pack is really where they're at tonight, and they get bullied here. I don't think they commit enough people to this ruck. All right, yeah, they're down to 7, but when you're going backwards like that, you can't worry about the ball going out either side. You have to either bring it down at the start or commit big numbers to the ruck.
You need to pull that down. What happens is there was a red card moments before. So what happens then? You go there. Normally they pull somebody down, like Ian Evans will grab hold of the player, bring him to the floor. They may get another penalty if they don't get away with it. But what they're worried about now is going down to 13 men. And yellow card would have been absolutely devastating from that point. So that played a part. Yeah. The red card played a part in that try.
And more forward power has got them a second try as well. And we're talking of power. Cian Healy has come back supercharged from his injury, isn't he?
Yeah, listen, the guy's a freak. He came back 4 weeks early from injury. He's around the park. He's just looking for ball. He's carrying on. He's got a massive fend, power all the time, so explosive. But he steps like a back. He scrummages like a top-class front rower. And we see just the power of the man. He refuses to go down on any other terms but his own. And as a result, he's just bashing holes in this Ospreys defence.
I just think he's absolutely fantastic. He comes in, he runs, he steps, he's powerful, he gets over the top. Not only that, he can actually play. Of course, he can sniff a line because of his body angle. He gets over and scores the try. But he looks like an angry man. Even when he got bumped off, he went down with his shoulder. He was looking for somebody to have a go. Right, who hit my shoulder? I'm coming for you. He's that type of guy. He's got that type of energy. Wonderful to see him back in full form.
Foundations are really set for Leinster to push on.
Yeah, I think so. And you had a feeling that when you could see he was angry at that injury, you could feel he was going to take it out on someone. He took it out on the Ospreys, and the best way to do it by scoring a try. And he's just been exceptional. And this game is made for him. We saw the footage there. That step he made earlier on, it was incredible. And you don't expect that from front row forwards.
Yeah, okay. One match point, as we said, we'll see Leinster into this year's Heineken Cup quarter-final. So another couple of tries will do it before the full-time whistle, but they'll want to be moment in total control.